Hey y'all, happy Friday. Friday. Well, it doesn't mean a whole lot. I gotta work tomorrow too. Maybe not here, but I gotta work at home because that's the day I choose to do all my things, I guess. Um, had more rain again this morning. I had just gotten to sleep and the loudest crack of thunder, about 2:10, I think it was. Loud as pop of thunder, rattled the house, scared the dog, scared me. I didn't sleep much last night after that. Probably from about 3 to 5:30 I got some rest, but I'm over the nighttime storms. I'm over it. The rivers came up. I had to go to Cleveland this afternoon, and I had a little bit of time because I had to wait for something to be ready, and went out by Coyote Creek, and they have the road going into it. It's closed. It's underwater. It is crazy how much water we have had. And the last the last 2 weeks have been crazy. Weird things have happened. Crazy things have happened. Have y'all ever had anything like that? Just odd things that are just out of the ordinary, uncommon. You're wondering what's going on. It's kind of how it's been for me. That's why I wasn't on here yesterday. I just had one thing right after the other happen, and I did go yesterday to the National Day of Prayer. It was held at Shiloh Ministries. They were in Oilton. They were going to have it in the park, but a lightning bolt struck a big tree and desecrated it, and they didn't get it cleaned up. The city might be a little bit slow at doing that, but so they had it at Paul Nick's Shiloh Ministries, and it was a great time. It was moving. Had different people pray for different portions. They had a little program that they went by. They prayed for families, our country, our military, our businesses, our government, arts and entertainment. It was good. But we need to not do that just once a day or one day a year. We need to be doing that every single day. And Brother Paul brought that out very plainly. He spoke a little bit before it got started, and he brought that out very plainly, that this isn't just something we should do just one day a year. We need to be doing it every single day, because he talked about when revival broke out after the colonies were settled, and in the early 1900s. When revival broke out, it wasn't from a pastor. It was from a layman. He said he would have Bible study every day from 11 to 2 or something like that. I don't remember the specifics of it. First day, nobody showed up. Second day, one person showed up. Third day, 3 people. And that revival that started in New York City brought about so much. It swept all the way through the country. It swept down into the South, into the plantations, into the slavery, into all of that. It was just speaking, and it was breaking chains. And, that's how revival starts. It doesn't start by coming in here on a Sunday morning and just, getting our ears tickled. It starts on our knees. It starts in our prayer closet, in our war room, whatever you want to call it. That's where it starts. And we have to be obedient in our prayers. And sometimes our prayer we have to put feet to it. Sometimes the Lord is saying, okay, I hear what you're praying, but I need you to do this, or we can't get there. And we just want to sit on our blessed assurance and just say, okay, Lord, just drop that blessing in my just drop it in my pocket, just drop it in my pocket, just drop it in my pocket. And sometimes when we're trying to do something, we feel like the Lord, He says, no. That's what I want you to do. I told you what I wanted. I told you I had you right where I need you. Why are you doing that? Sometimes we get correction when we try to handle it ourselves. So as I've been mulling over some things that are going on in my personal life, and just things that I struggle with. And I came to Exodus 14. Because so often we are fighting so many battles. We have battles going everywhere because the enemy is in the details. The devil is in the details. That's so true. But this is This is when Moses and the people are running. Pharaoh is coming to kill them, and the people began to panic. This verse says in verse 10, 14:10, as Pharaoh and his army approached, the people of Israel could see them in the distance marching toward them. The people began to panic, and they cried out to the Lord for help. And then they turned against Moses and complained. Isn't that what we do? We'll cry out to the Lord for help, and then we'll turn against the person that's the closest to us that really doesn't. They're just trying to help. And said, why do you bring us out here to die in the wilderness? Weren't there enough graves for us in Egypt? Why did you make us leave? Didn't we tell you to leave us alone while we were still in Egypt? Our Egyptian slavery was far better than dying out here in the wilderness. So they're saying what we were going through, the horrible, horrible thing that we were in, was better than what we're fixing to go through. Instead of praying a blessing over it before it even happens, they're complaining and they're whining and they're griping. In verse 13, and this is where I really want to start, it says, but Moses told the people, don't be afraid. How often is the Lord telling us, and the Lord is speaking through Moses in this time, don't be afraid. He tells us that almost every single time he talks to us. Don't be afraid. Just like Jesus told his disciples when he was walking on the water, don't be afraid. It's all right. I am here. He's telling us, don't be afraid. Just stand where you are and watch the Lord rescue you. That's powerful. Just stand where you are. Stand on his word. Stand on his promises. Stand where you are and watch the Lord rescue you. How amazing is that he's going to rescue us, because we're going to stand and we're going to be still and we're going to be obedient and we're going to know what he's telling us. We're going to stand. And Moses is telling them, because that's what the Lord had told him, I'm going to take care of you. Don't worry about it. Don't be afraid. The Egyptians that you see today will never be seen again. So he's telling them, the Pharaoh and his men, yeah, you see them today, but they'll never be seen again. This is the last day they have on earth. The last day. Moses said, don't be afraid. Just stand where you are and watch the Lord rescue you. Whew. And then verse 14, it says, the Lord himself will fight for you. You won't have to lift a finger in your defense. Stand where you are and watch the Lord rescue you. Stand where you are. Stand on God's word. That's what he's telling them. Stand in his promises. Stand where he said, I will never leave you. I will never forsake you. Now he's telling them, I'm going to fight for you and you don't have to lift a finger. Just hear me. Just listen to me. Stand where you are and watch me rescue you. Wow. Wow. That is so powerful. They see the enemy approaching him, and sometimes we see the enemy approaching, and sometimes we don't. Sometimes it's a sneak attack and he comes in the back and he's knocking us in the head before we know it. But we can sometimes see the enemy approaching, and we just fall apart. Oh, I'm never going to do this. I'm blah, blah, blah. Just like I'm guilty with my finances. Oh, Lord, I just don't know how I'm going to make it. Blah, blah. Instead of saying, standing on your promises. Standing on your promises, Lord. Don't see how it's going to happen, but I see you going to do it. I see you will do it. You promised me that. Will I have everything I want? No. But you'll supply all of my needs according to your riches. What more could I ask for? So I need to stand on his promises and watch the Lord rescue me. That's what you need to do today. Stand on his promises, no matter what your battle is. Stand on his promises. Now, sometimes the battle we're going through our own fault, absolutely. because we've made a mess of it. We've never owned anything that we've done. We've always blamed it on somebody else. It's so and so's fault, that person, that blah blah blah. It's always somebody else's fault. And the Lord's saying, I need you to own this before we can move forward. Because if you don't own it now, you're just going to keep doing the same thing because you're never going to own anything. I need you to take ownership of this. I need you to take heed. I need you to hear me. Does that mean go shout from the rooftops what you've done? Absolutely not. But that means going to the Lord and going to whoever you may have wronged or whoever wronged you or however it went down. And saying, I messed this up. This is my fault. The reason we're in this boat is my fault. The reason there's holes in this boat is my fault. I did this, and I did this, and I did this, and I need you to forgive me. We have to own what we do. But then, don't be afraid. Just stand where you are and watch the Lord rescue you. Y'all, His word is all powerful. So amazing to me. I love His word. So today, stand tall, stand firm, stand in His promises. He's got you. We read about Him providing our every need. We don't need to worry. We just need to pray in every circumstance. Pray. And believe that He is going to answer your prayer. Maybe not the way you want it. Lord, I need a new Rolls Royce sitting out there, which I can't even imagine wanting a Rolls Royce, but I need a new Rolls Royce sitting in my garage when I get up in the morning. Lord, the old beater car I got got some miles on it. I need it to last a little bit longer. And watch what He can do with our faithfulness. And He's faithful even when we aren't. So I hope you have a good day. The sun finally peeked out a little bit. And I have been to Stillwater, I have been to Cushing, and I've been to Cleveland today. It's been a busy day. But I noticed lots and lots of yard sales. And I'm glad that the sun came out for those. And people seem to be enjoying them. Some of the ones in Cleveland, boy, there was tons of people at them. So get out, enjoy your weekend. It's been rainy. I think we may even still have some rain coming next week. And they said we could have epic flooding that we've never had before. I'm praying that we don't. But it is what it is. We got to trust the Lord through it and not be afraid. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. Sunday, Teen Challenge, Oklahoma Teen Challenge will be with us. They'll be in charge of both services. And they'll bring music and word and testimonies. And if you've not heard these men, I promise you need to come and hear them, hear their stories, and really it helps them and it encourages them. And that's what we're here to do, is be an encourager. Don't forsake yourself. The gathering together, that's where we spur one another on to good works and good deeds. We need to do that. Spur these young men on. Encourage them. Love on them a little bit. That's what we need to do. So I hope you will come out and join us. I'm telling you, if you're not here, you miss the Spirit. You miss the move of the Spirit. And it's been amazing. So I hope you'll come out and have a great weekend. We're already into the second day of May. Yesterday just reminded me of when we lived in Germany, May Day, the first day of May, they had maypoles, and that was a big deal. I'll never forget that. You know, May Day was a really, really cool thing. Maypoles, festivals, all that kinds of stuff. It was really, really fun. So I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I hope to be back here and see y'all on Monday. See ya.